I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready. Protein spill.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
36. Ready.
Now Tomlin set up first and 10. And right away they're going to stack him out right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down.
Ready.
Defensively,
Can't do so.
top team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
I'm coming. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check. Lucky. Now.
From the gun, Herbert. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Come on,
and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, and a Buccaneer first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the whip. Check three. Check it out.
Big river.
On the counter, it's Tomlinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards and first down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
The guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Double dog. That's the way.
Fair.
Check 13.
Alert flare.
5.
Check Nick.
Now a handoff here to the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check 37. Check 52.
Hit it.
Running game, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get it down this time to 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Come on,
the run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Look, squeeze.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Switch, switch, switch. Kill.
They'll try the left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Let's go.
The aggressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold,
check three,
they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for number 49.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded just inside the 20. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We're talking about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Go! 18 Gator!
53 is mine!
X3! 218 Chopper! Hey, Sam on!
Watch the air!
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know when they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block in with the line of scrimmage. Then get up to the 2nd level and create some space.
You're out. Now.
To throw on third down. Herbert, he's going to launch this thing. Wait, it's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired up. That's a big game.
Switch. No. Off.
Hard.
Big edge.
Shoot.
They'll run. Tomlinson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack onto their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments. Let them run it in. They did.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not going deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. And try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0-yard board.
53's the mic.
To throw on second down. Love. That's complete to John Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage. And hope that his athleticism wins.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on second down and 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
And that's why aggressive defense coordinators love the blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on third and long. Love. And he'll find Hall. And he's got Rome. 21 yards there on third down.
Keep playing hard.
That's good.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else. End up going to the running back. He picks up a back-breaking first down.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can't get stopped.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber.
Shit. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Check 99! Check 99!
Get it!
On first and 10, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remember an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On second down, Tomlinson. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Hey, Haywood!
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Let's
And reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
On third down, Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
30 base.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
53's the mic.
Operating from the gun. Herbert looking left side, and it's complete.
It's going to be a long day.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy
On the ball.
territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
53.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Throwing again. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Check 20.
Topper!
Kill.
Hey, lock it.
Kill. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 50. Kill.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, Foxtrot. Ready.
2nd and 6. Over the middle, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Hey, exit.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I'm coming after you. 94 is the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Undercrunch. Ship.
Now.
To throw again. Herbert. Got an open man. It's McLeod. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
To number 83. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's first and goal. And gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Watch quick.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Ready.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
At the 4-yard line.
Gone. Get it.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
We touch
A
it.
great effort there.
That's it.
In the final seconds of the first half, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Back to throw. Love. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
Not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the retro locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
10-2
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Protein spill.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
Here we go, D.
From the gun. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer first down.
70.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Bravo. Pilot, 64, weak.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Check.
They run the counter. Tomlinson, and he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
That's it, baby.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second and 5. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run.
Let's go, boys.
Bring a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. Looking to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out.
And the pressure gets to him again.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you take spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score unit here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. Check.
Ready.
Again, it's Tomlinson.
Right to the ball.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
30 base.
And it's third down.
Look, squeeze.
Showing 8.
On the ball.
24. Check 24.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, but a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports.
With the score,
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now.
1st down. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good.
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
number 21.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
That's it.
Give them nine on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
15 line.
At the 6-yard line.
Hey, switch gears.
Tighten up.
Leo. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Earl. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now for 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Check. 53's Mike.
I'm coming.
Deep grip.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
That's a touchdown.
As these guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Buccaneers 35.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24.
Let's go. Let's go.
24-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the
24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10.
You don't want none of that.
Give me it. Pick up the ready. Go.
Throwing again. Love. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jalen Ferguson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
The kicker on for the point after.
It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So out come the Falcons now.
Set, ready. And Lobo. 53 is mine. Coming. Hot.
1st and 10. Love. Under pressure, they got him again.
Taken down and sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pick their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Love. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
Jet.
Love's pass. Complete to Michael Gallup.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for him. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Team 6.
Tight dog. Check.
You're out.
Fresno.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
60 out
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's go.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this to make it happen.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
70.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. No.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
All day.
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Love looking sideline, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under.
Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. Look at this spin.
Balance.
Great blocking on the return. It springs in for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Cut. Let's go. Have a
80 weapon.
Number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time.
Shut up.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And he finds a man on the crossing route. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
60 yards.
Check. 53's Mike.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Watch the safety creep.
Blue draw corkers.
'53's the Mike. 53. Check.
Now.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. Going right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Tampa Bay, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.